Mathemusica.123, your key to musical freedom. Constructing chords from the major scale. That's the topic of this video. So if we want to construct chords using the major scale, then we will have to know a little something about intervals. Intervals are the spaces between one note and the next. So if we are in the scale of C major, C to D is a second, 1, 2. C to E is a third, 1, 2, 3. C to F is a fourth, 1, 2, 3, 4. C to G is a fifth. C to A is a sixth. C to B is a seventh. C to C is an octave. Now, in chords, we usually have 3 notes. It's called a triad. And we have the root, the third, and the fifth. So if we start from C, C, D, E, C is the root, E is the third, C, D, E, F, G, and G is the fifth. So root, third, fifth, C, E, G. Okay? Sounds like this. Do, mi, sol, C, E, G, root, third, fifth. That is a major chord. We're going to look at why some chords are major and some chords are minor right now. So the first step is we assign each note in the scale a number starting with C as 1. The C is 1, D is 2, E is 3, F is 4, G is 5, A is 6, B is 7, C is 8, but really 1 again. Okay, so each of those notes have a number, and if we look at the root, third, and fifth of each of those, we have C major, which we already looked at. Then we go to number 2, which is D. This is D minor. So the first step is to hear the major and minor with your ear. Then we're going to have a look at why one chord is a major chord and one chord is a minor chord using half steps and whole steps. This is the major sound of C major. This is the minor sound of D minor. Okay, so C, E, G. Once again, if you watched the first video, it was all about half steps and whole steps. We're going to use half steps and whole steps right now to look at why C major is major and C minor is minor. We have C as the root, E is the third, and in between we have 1, 2, 3 half steps, and E is the fourth. C is the root, 3 half steps in between, and then the fourth half step up from C is E. And that makes it major. Whereas in D minor, we have D and we have F, 2 half steps in between, and F is the third half step. That makes it minor. So it's just the number of half steps in between the root and the third, which makes a chord major or minor. So the easiest and the most common way of representing these chords are with Roman numerals. And major chords will get the uppercase letters and minor chords will get lowercase. So when you run through the scale, you'll see C1, that's major, D2, that's minor, E3, that's minor, F4, that's major, G5, that's major, A6, that's minor, B7, that's diminished, it's neither major nor minor, and 1 again, that is C, that is major. So in conclusion, I hope you learned in this video how to construct a chord or a triad from each note in the major scale. There are 3 major chords, the 1, the 4, and the 5. There are 3 minor chords, the 2, the 3, and the 6. And 7 is diminished. So when you're playing your chords at home, group those three major chords into progressions, the 1, the 4, and the 5, hear how they sound. Group those three minor chords into progressions, the 2, the 3, and the 6. For now, I'd probably just leave that 7 chord alone. You're not going to really need it until you move into jazz, minor scales, and all of that. So thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, please subscribe. This is a new channel, but we will be providing more content for new musicians who want to learn music theory by number without necessarily reading music. Okay, until the next video, happy practicing. Enjoy making music. So in conclusion, I hope you learned in this video how to construct a chord or a triad from each note in the major scale. There are 3 major chords, the 1, the 4, and the 5. There are 3 minor chords, the 2, the 3, and the 6. And 7 is diminished. And that is, if you really want to know, all it means is that it's a minor third from the B to the D and another minor third from the G to the F. Whereas in a major chord, you have a major triad from C to E and a minor triad from E to G. In a minor chord, it's the reverse. D to F is a minor triad, then F to A is a major triad. So in a major chord, your 2 triads are major minor. In a minor chord, your 2 triads are minor major, always starting from the lowest note, of course. And in a diminished chord, it's minor minor. It's a little side note, a little bit of a tangent, but in the sake or for the sake of completeness, that's what it is.